Hi, I'm the Tax Geek, and I'd like to welcome you to my 10,000 subscriber celebration with this video where I answer questions about myself and the channel. So here is everything you've always wanted to know about the Tax Geek, but were afraid to ask. The first question is, what made me start the channel? Well, I've always been a fan of edutainment YouTube, and at some point in 2020, after watching these videos for, I guess about 3 or 4 years, I kind of decided I'd like to do that. Throughout my years as both a tax professional and instructor of other tax professionals, I've always had a very good ability to explain things to either the clients or the students in the class, and I wanted to impart some of this knowledge to the public at large. So late in 2020, I decided I was going to start a YouTube channel about taxes. Now, it was late in the year, and I was kind of figuring that I would kind of start things after tax season. But then I decided to go ahead and start right away. And that's the best advice I can give to anyone who's thinking of starting a YouTube channel. Just start it. Yes, your first couple of videos are going to be a little bit cringy. Actually, I think about the first 20 of mine were. But after a while, you develop some experience and abilities, and your videos just get better and better. So in December of 2020, I quickly put together about 4 videos on basic tax concepts and uploaded them to a new YouTube channel on December 27th, 2020. And that's how everything got started. The next question is, why don't I appear on camera? Well, I don't appear on camera for a number of different reasons. First of all, I really value my privacy and the privacy of my clients. Next, I didn't want this channel to be about me. I wanted it to be about the subject matter. That being said, I actually do appear on camera in at least one video. So therefore, I'm announcing a little contest. If you can find my image in a video, just leave a comment under this video with the name of the video and the timestamp where I appear, and the first person to correctly do so will receive a Tax Geek hat. This is a high-quality baseball cap with embroidered stitching, and these caps are not currently for sale. So good luck hunting. The third question is, what tools do I use to create my videos? Well, they're pretty simple tools. In the beginning, I used whatever came on my Macintosh. I wrote scripts in Pages, I animated in Keynote, I edited in iMovie, and I recorded the audio in GarageBand. Later on, I started using Audacity to record my voiceovers, and today I use a combination of Audacity and Adobe Audition. Late last year, I started using Adobe Premiere to edit the videos, rather than iMovie. Now, Adobe products tend to have a fairly steep learning curve, so it has taken some getting used to. With regard to animation, I'd like to graduate to Adobe After Effects, but again, the learning curve is pretty steep. So for now, I'm sticking with Keynote, even though I think I've pretty much exhausted its capabilities. Question number 4 reads, what is your favorite or least favorite part of the video production process? Well, my favorite part of the video production process is the animating. It's fun to push the envelope with Keynote and see what it can do because it's really not designed for animation, it's a slideshow program. My least favorite part? Well, it's this part right here. It's recording voiceovers. I'll rehearse and run through a script again and again, but the minute I'm in front of that microphone with the headphones on, with the recording software, I immediately, just like I did, start to get tongue-tied. What you ultimately hear are several takes that have been carefully edited and put together to make it sound anywhere near decent. I've also been known to channel a couple of celebrities, namely Lamb Chop with my H's like and Peggy Cass with my Boston style and. Coming up next is the question, have I ever had to scrap a script or a video? Yes, I certainly have. In fact, I think about the second or third script that I wrote for this channel, I still haven't made it into an actual video yet. Most of the time, it's a topic I really can't present properly or is just incredibly, insanely boring. Next up is the question, where do I come up with my ideas? Well, they come from all over the place. A lot of times it's something I might be working on at the office. It might be a recurring problem that just keeps coming up. A lot of times in the fall when I'm teaching continuing ed classes, a lot of videos are springboarded from that. And of course, I read your comments with suggestions and do my best to try to get you a video on the subject. If you've made a suggestion and it hasn't become a video yet, it's probably because it's a little hard for me to oversimplify some subjects. I also have to consider overall audience appeal of the topic or interest in the topic. For example, earlier this year I did a couple of videos on retirement plans for self-employed people, which just didn't have enough general audience appeal and thus have done rather poorly. On the other hand, sometimes a video that I don't think will be popular turns out to be very popular. And that's the case with my K1 video. It limped along for a few months, but at the end of last tax season, it just shot right up to the top of my most viewed video list. Question number 7 is, what should I do about, and then they describe a tax situation to me. Now, I will tell you what you can do, but I will not tell you what you should do. This channel is about education and information. I do not offer direct tax advice. And I have advised people, both in the comments and by email, that if you have a particular situation, you should contact a qualified tax professional in your community. And it really isn't a good idea to take any kind of advice from some dude on YouTube, even if that dude is me. And please, do not send me any tax information or returns via email. For your protection and mine, all such emails and attachments will be deleted unopened. Next, we have the question, if I could change one part of the tax code, what would it be? Now, there are a lot of things in the tax code that really need to be changed, but if I were to choose one item, it would be to get rid of what are called tax fossils. These are parts of the tax code that either nobody can take advantage of, or there are just simply better options for the taxpayer. We have both medical savings accounts and health savings accounts. Health savings accounts are better. Why do MSAs still exist? There's a credit for the elderly and disabled, but because the thresholds have not been adjusted for inflation, just about nobody can take the credit anymore. These are more or less useless parts of the tax code that just need to be cut out of it. And lastly, we have the question, can I hire you to do my taxes? And the answer to that is, well, broadly no. And I can't stress this enough. Every community has qualified tax professionals. Today, with the internet, it can be very easy to research tax professionals. You can find out what they specialize in and what people think of them. At this point, I have no desire to set up a Patreon account or YouTube memberships. That would involve putting some of this channel behind a paywall, and I don't wish to do that. This channel is very much a labor of love, and I'd like to keep it that way. Because I truly believe in the mission of this channel, which is that every American taxpayer has a fundamental right to fully understand their obligation to the government. Well, I hope you found this foray into unscripted video to be at least interesting. And I'd like to thank everyone who has viewed a video, liked a video, commented on a video, or subscribed to the channel. Thanks so much for watching. And I'll be back in the next video with more of your taxes oversimplified.